Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have the remainder of what was left in my empties bag. So this is just sort of like makeup and stuff you'll see as we go along and reasons why I am getting rid of. Apologies for the poor skin situation. It just, once one comes and then I squeeze it, I infect myself, and I basically need to buy some TCP and antibacterial the hell out of my skin. Anyway, without further ado, let's just jump in. So the first thing I am throwing away is this, what is it? The I Heart Makeup Death by Chocolate palette. I've had this for a very long time. There's something gross on it. And I dropped it maybe about a year ago and the mirror part fell off, which doesn't faze me really because, you know, it's the eyeshadow that you're putting onto your face. It's just faff. I've hit pan on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the colours there. It's been well used. It's a little bit on the darker side for what I like to wear these days, and I've been reaching for other palettes with similar colours in them. Not that I have many other palettes, but this is time to go. It's time to go for this one. It doesn't really have a 24-month or a 12-month thing on it, but by general rule of thumb, I would say 24 months is the absolute limit. Particularly for eyes. I'm funny about eyes. A lot less than I used to be, but yeah, it's time for this one to go. Would I recommend this? Yes, I would. I really like the I Heart Makeup brand. I think they are really good. I'd like to get some different palettes. I know they've got like a greeny colour one, which I quite like the look of. They've got lots of different ones that you can get many looks out of, and they're only about £8 to buy for the palette. They're just cheap, cheerful, but you don't compromise on the quality, and they're also vegan as well, so that's a winner. Next up, we've got a finishing powder. So this is the, I believe this is MUA, yes, Skin Define Hydro Powder. This is my second one of these. Again, I dropped it and the lid fell off, and then I literally used it until I couldn't use it anymore. These are like only a couple of quid, and I find them to be a really good setting powder. This is 7 grams. It lasts for 12 months if you want to go by any sort of like how long you should keep a product for. I would definitely repurchase that. I need to check if MUA are cruelty-free and vegan. I'm not sure, but because I didn't check that, that's how I ended up buying this particular pressed powder. But in the meantime, I would recommend that. It's very, very good. So back onto this pressed powder. This is from the brand B, which is like a Superdrug's own brand. I didn't actually finish this. This was £9.99 or £10. I dropped it on the floor and a lot of it just smashed out and I couldn't use it. So I had to, I didn't have it for very long, but I do find this setting powder to be particularly good as well. I'm not too keen about spending £10 on a powder, like whereas that one was like £2, £3 at the absolute most. And it's really good also. So yeah, but I do have another one of these on the go because it is good. So the Collection Lasting Perfection foundation, I've got this one in Porcelain number 1, and I've literally scraped this out, like I unscrewed the pump and like scraped all the dregs out of this. I've also got this in Ivory number 2. Porcelain number 1, for some reason, was more orangey on my skin than Ivory number 2, but Ivory number 2 is what I've got on today, and I still feel it's like orangey on my skin. It's not, it doesn't come off too badly on the camera, but it definitely has a more of an orange look to it. I've repurchased this again, and they've got a new shade. It says like Ivory Cool or Porcelain Cool or something with cool in the brackets, and they've called it like a new shade, and it does look lighter than these, so I'm glad that they've either reformulated or added new shades into their mix. But This is a really heavy coverage foundation. It's really cheap. It's one of, not all of Collection stuff is vegan. This particular product is. It comes in a glass bottle, so if you're not up for that, then maybe not for you. Does it last for 16 hours? Yes, it does. I would say it has done in the past, but over time, my skin has changed underneath the foundation. So it's nothing to do with the foundation, it's more to do with my skin. My skin's become a lot more oily. Now I've hit my 30s, and I need to use a pressed powder or a setting powder or a blotting powder a lot more frequently than I ever have done in the past. It's got an SPF of 20, so I wore this out in the sun yesterday and my face didn't burn at all. But it really does cover. I mean, at the moment, like, these spots are really super duper fresh, so it's not going to cover anything crazy, but you can build this up, and I just love it. It's really good. So mascaras next. So I had the e.l.f. mascara. This is it's in the shade Very Black. I'm not sure which one this is in this sort of shape. Let's move that. I can't remember if it's lengthening. I would imagine it would have been, if there was a lengthening one, it would be the lengthening one. It's the type of brush that I do really like. I kind of like these sort of silicone brushes. I did enjoy this mascara as far as I can remember. However, I have found a really good mascara. So I think these are about £5 to £7. All of e.l.f. are cruelty-free and vegan, which is great because you can just go and choose everything without standing there and having to look what's what. And then I've got this lengthening mascara by the brand B. This is £10, which is, again, I'm not used to paying £10 for one makeup product. It doesn't really, I don't know, it's not something I'm really used to. I've gone from buying a lot of high-end stuff to going right back down to buying quite cheap stuff, and then going back up to like middle range. This lengthening mascara does exactly that, and it gives me a curl, which is something that, like, you know, I've never really had before. I'm not sure if you can like see it there. Like, that for me is like as good as it gets, really, with like a mascara. I've had high-end mascaras that don't do the business with that. There was this, I'm sure it was like a L'Oreal mascara or something, and it had like a yellow lid. But obviously, because they're not cruelty-free or vegan, I'm not really up for buying it. But that was one of the nicest mascaras I've ever had. And I had so many compliments when I wore it. And I'm getting compliments with this one. So yeah, it's got what I would call like your standard brush. It is shaped and the bristles are shorter. I do tend to make a mess with this mascara. I get it on my eyelids, which is not ideal, and that's user error. I'm 30 years old. I still get mascara absolutely everywhere. That's not going to change no matter how much I practice. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I would highly recommend this. It's even got a picture of the bunny on it. I'm on my second tube of this. Very rarely do I repurchase the same product of something. It's almost unheard of. I like to have a product, use it. If I enjoy it, great. If I don't, oh well. And then buy something new. Whereas with this, I've repurchased exactly the same one again because I really like it. Would highly recommend. Got like some liners and stuff here. So there's two things here that are not cruelty free that sort of crept into my collection and stayed there because I was using them. I'm not using them anymore, and they really should just get out now because I've been cruelty free for a very long time. Number 7, Stay Perfect eyeliner. It's sort of like one of those soft smudgy ones, which I kept it because I can do that eyeliner quite well. Other than these types of pencils, I can't do eyeliner if my life depended on it. So that needs to go because that is so old. It's about 3 years old. Then I've got this L'Oreal Kohl, which I got secondhand from Vicky anyway. 24 months it's supposed to last. It's probably over double that now. And this was for like my waterline. that needs to go because L'Oreal, again, it's not cruelty free. I haven't used it in a hot minute anyway. Then we've got NYX, which are cruelty free, but none of their products can be, they don't call any of their products vegan, which is annoying. I'm at that kind of stage now where I'm like, am I okay with buying cruelty free if it's not vegan? I don't know. I'm on the fence with it again because I'm really limiting myself. And until brands sort their shit out and become vegan, then, you know, you really do cut a lot off to yourself. So this is the NYX Gold, what's it called? Glitzy Gold or Glamour. Slide on, glide on, stay on, and definitely a turn on waterproof extreme shine eyeliner. This eyeliner is so good, the name had to be this long. I do love NYX stuff like that. They do make me laugh. It is very lovely. Very beautiful. I don't use it. And it's over 24 months old, so it's going in the bin. And this is the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk. I bought this thinking that I would use it to put underneath eyeshadows to create amazing eye looks. That's just not who I am. I don't sit there and create amazing eye looks. And the what I would call decent eye looks I do, I don't even think about getting this and putting it underneath. So this is sort of like, I don't know. I mean, you could probably use this for doing cut creases and stuff, but I could use a concealer for that. This has been in my collection since IMATS, which was 2 years ago now, and you're only allowed to keep this for 9 months. So that also needs to go. A Primark lip liner. I tended to use lip liners all over as lipsticks. I used this the other day and it was so drying. It was not very nice at all. And again, that should have been only around for 24 months and it's been around for a lot longer. Also the Charlotte Tilbury Colour Chameleon Smoky Emerald for hazel eyes. It's 24 months. I think I got this, it must be a year old, if not nearly 2. It's kind of like, yeah, it's an eyeshadow cream stick to go underneath the eyeshadows. But the eyeshadows from Charlotte Tilbury that I've got are so pigmented and lovely anyway that I don't really need this. This is too dark to sort of put on a bit and then smudge it out. It doesn't really blend easily with regards to that. So it's just going to go. It doesn't need to be in my collection if it's just sitting there doing nothing. So that can go. Then I've got this, something else from NYX here. This was for your eyes. It's an eye tint. I bought this for like a Christmas look one time and it didn't really go to the way I planned it. Should have only kept this for 6 months. This is about 2 years old. It's kind of like a white pearlized creamy eyeshadow dealio. It's very pretty, but I didn't use it basically. I used it once or twice. It's just not my jam at all. So that needs to go. Barry M liquid lipstick Matte Me Up. So this was one of the goldy shimmery ones, this was, and this was in 24 carat. You can see I've scraped it. Absolutely, I'm not sure if you can see that. It's empty. I can't get any more product out of it. This wand is great. I was able to literally scrape every part of the product out because the wand was bendy. Would I repurchase this? Yes. I think Barry M are absolutely fantastic. They're cruelty free and pretty much everything that they're bashing out at the moment is vegan, including this. This, however, the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Santa Sangre, or Sangre, I don't know how to say it. Like you can see, I'm not sure if you can, but here is like the empty bit and there's all this fucking product up here and all that product down there that I can't get to. I've put it in hot water to try and melt it and that didn't work. Whereas like the ones on this are not flexy enough to get the product out like the Barry M was. So like I'm stuck and whatever product I'm getting out now is so thick and gloopy that it's not sitting on my lips nice at all. So that's a shame because there's a lot of product left in that that's kind of gone to waste. But having said that, I have used this a lot. Would I repurchase it? Yes, I'm considering repurchasing another Kat Von D full-sized one. This has been well loved and it's gone over its 12 months anyway. I've had this for nearly 2 years, I would say. So, but it's very, very beautiful. Stunning. I'm sad to see it go. But there we are. That's life. And then the last lipstick then is this NYX again. Cruelty free, not vegan, 12 months it needs to have been around for. I've definitely had it for getting on for 3 years. Beautiful colour. I think this was one of the macaroons in the shade Violet. Absolutely bloody stunning colour. Loved it. The only thing with this is it's such a like a wet lipstick. It just slides around and goes into my cracks in my lips and transfers off really easily. I mean, like, do you know what I mean? Like, and that it never sets. That's how smudgy it is. Do you know what I mean? I can't deal with that. And plus it's too old to stay in my collection now anyway. It's a shame because it smells lovely. I like products that smell nice. I like products that look nice, but it just is not up for the job. Just everywhere. That's what it would do around my face. Do you know what I mean? Like, it never set. And like, whereas that, if I smudged that now, it would smudge. But once it's dry, it's dry. Like the one that I've got on my lip now. Do you know what I mean? Like, how am I going to do this? Do you know what I mean? Like, if I did that with the next one, it would just be everywhere. So that needs to go, and that's why I didn't wear it very often. Also then, last product, and then I've got one more thing that I'm getting rid of, is this Lit glitter for your eyes. Like, the glue has gone all cloudy, and it did start off clear, so to me that means the glue's gone off. The glitter is absolutely stunning. I've had this since IMATS, and that was over 2 years ago. It's just like all this loose, beautiful glitter. Oh god, oh, it's going everywhere. I do not know, nor can I be bothered to find out if Lit are, their glitter is plastic free, and if it's biodegradable. I would imagine it's probably not, because this shit scratches the fuck out of me. Which is a shame. So I'm gonna, like, it's kind of like pointless. Like, I could sit here and use this and wash it off and it goes down the drain and it floats around in the sea forever and ever and ever, if it is plastic, this is. Or I'm gonna chuck this in the bin and in its plastic container with plastic stuff inside it, and it'll just sit in a landfill forever and ever and ever as well. So either way, if it is plastic glitter, there's not a lot I can do about it. Either way, if I put it on my face or put it into the bin, it's gonna damage or sit there for years and years to come anyway. If I put this on my face and wash it down the drain, it's gonna end up in fish guts. If I stick this in the bin and it goes to a landfill, then at least it's kind of contained into a landfill. I'm trying to make it better than worse. Do you know what I mean? That's going on the basis that this is plastic. So yeah, that's that. That can go. And then last is my Real Techniques buffing brush. It completely fell to pieces on me. So it is old, but I think the glue must have just given up the ghost, really, which is annoying. I do like this. I've had to buy another one, but it wasn't a buffing brush. I don't think they sell buffing brushes on their own anymore. I don't know. They didn't in Superdrug anyway, and that's where I was. So I bought like something similar. And also at the moment I'm using the Real Real Techniques sculpting brush, because it was as densely packed as this. It's just got it's cut on a slant, and I've used that to put my makeup on this morning. It's actually worked quite well. So sad times, RIP. Anyway, that's the end of my makeup empties. If you liked it, give this video a thumbs up. Leave some comments in the comment boxes down below about the products. That looks really grim. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.